Hi everyone, welcome to S4 Sharanya Science classes. I hope you all are able to follow my videos. If it is really helpful for you, please support me by liking and sharing with your friends. If anybody still remind to subscribe my channel, then please subscribe it also. Hi dear friends, it's Sharanya. Welcome to S4 Sharanya Science classes. Today we are going to discuss about the remaining Mendelian disorders, that's phenylketonuria and thalassemia. What do you mean by phenylketonuria or PKU? You have to understand what you mean by phenylketonuria. Then that means it's a Mendelian disorder, right? So it's actually an inborn error of metabolism. Mainly there will be problem in that, means there will be defects in the metabolic pathway. That's actually such type of a disease, genetic disorder. It's called phenylketonuria, right? So if a normal person is there, then there will be normal dietary proteins are there, right? Like that phenylalanine and all, that will be converted into thyrosin by the help of an enzyme which is called phenylalanine hydroxylase, right? So if any other, that's actually here what is actually happening, this thyrosin is very much important for the production of melanin and some other proteins and dopamine, etc. Mainly the melanin, right? So here you can see that the melanin production, that means the skin color or the hair color, these all things due to this thyrosin, right? So the thyrosin is proper, then only the melanin production and all these things will proper. When the thyrosin will make, the phenylalanine will be converted into thyrosin by the help of phenylalanine hydroxylase, right? If the normal person is there, this is the process happening, right? But what will happen if any mutation happening in the gene that codes for the enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase, then these phenylalanine hydroxylase will not produce properly. What will happen? As a result, these phenylalanine will be accumulated in the cells, right? Especially in the brain cells and all, and it can be converted. It will be converted into phenylpyruvic acid and other derivatives, right? That means there will be no production of thyrosin. Right. This is actually the disease called phenylketonuria, right? Now come back to that disease, how it is actually happening. I already told you this is actually an inborn error of metabolism, right? And this is actually due to the autosomal recessive trait. Autosomal, it's not at all a sex-linked trait. That means the remaining we have only one pair of, you can see that sex chromosome, either XX or XY. Remaining 22 pairs are there, that's actually called the autosomes. In that autosome, right, any one, that means it is a recessive, you can see that. So any, that means in a homozygous condition, this mutated allele is present, then you can see that the defect will happen, right? So here what is the reason of this defect? It's actually due to the mutation in the gene that codes for the enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase, right? As that means these phenylalanine hydroxylase is a amino acid which is actually helping for the phenyl, that na conversion of phenylalanine, right, into thyrosin, right? So this enzyme is actually helping for the amino acid phenylalanine converted into thyrosin. So this is the main enzyme which we are dealing with, right? Once again I will tell you what is that actually happening here. You can see that the gene mutation will happen, right? If gene mutation is happening, right, the gene which actually code for the enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase. So what will happen? Phenylalanine hydroxylase will not produce, right? As a result, the phenylalanine will accumulate in the cell. The phenylalanine hydroxylase is very much important for the conversion of amino acid phenylalanine into thyrosin, right? So phenylalanine hydroxylase प्रोड्यूस नहीं हो रही है, तो धीरे धीरे phenylalanine की accumulation होगा brain cells and all, right? Which will be, that means it can be even converted into phenylalanine, phenylpyruvic acid and other derivative, right? That will cause the problem. So here you can see that the phenylalanine converted into phenylpyruvic acid, right? Now you have to understand what is the actual problem is there, right? If phenylalanine, right, sorry, phenylpyruvic acid is accumulated, right, in the brain cells and all, and other derivatives also, some other chemicals are also there. If it is accumulated in the brain cells and all, it will lead to a mental retardation, right? So which is the, you can see that this is a major result, right? So we already learned that the phenylketonuria is a very important example of pleiotropy, right? This also we discussed. So that means it will have a major effect and some other secondary effects will be there. So here the major effect is that actually due to the phenyl pyruvic acid accumulation in the brain cells, which will lead to the mental retardation, right? और ये ऐसे accumulate होगा, it can be even, that means हमारा जो important amino acid है ये सब कुछ आपका यूरिन की that ना वाया it can be excreted out also. उसकी वजह से that ना what to say, there will be some other problems, deficiency disease and all that also can be problem. So this is why it is excreted through urine, because phenyl इसको correctly kidney को absorb नहीं कर पाती है, right? So when it will happen, actually I told you it's a autosomal recessive disease, right? So autosomal recessive, then here both the parents must be the carrier or any affected, then only it can lead to the next, right? So here you can see that this is that actually the affected one, right? Here affected phenyl ketonuria, right? This is the normal gene. So here if it is recessive, then it both must be present, then only this affected individual will be produced. So here you can see that if both carrier, father and mother coming, so there are the gametes, one possibility, right? The second possibility, the third and fourth, right? If these two are combining, this will be the result. That means normal gene is there, then unaffected, that means total 4 produce हो रही है, उसकी एक chance unaffected हो गया, which will be that you can say that male or female, whatever it is, same case है, right? अभी because why we are not telling male or female, क्योंकि ये X linked नहीं है, ये autosomal है, तो it can be male or female, whatever it is, right? But जब express होगा तब that ना when both alleles are there, right? That means it's a recessive condition. तो recessive हमेशा homozygous होती है, तो दोनों है, then only it will express. Now if we are taking these two, right? So these two are there, one affected that na gene mutated allele is there, then this person will become a carrier, right? Now the next case also you can see that if these two are there, ये दोनों है तो भी carrier ही होगा. So these two are the carrier, one normal, and if these two, the next two are coming together, then this person will be affected person. That means he will have, or he or she will have that phenylketonuria, right? So here it must be in the case of when there will be a carrier father and carrier mother, then only these possibilities there. So why? Because it's a autosomal recessive inheritance, right? Recessive gene, recessive allele. I hope you have a clear idea about phenylketonuria. Now the second, that means the fourth or fifth, we can say that first one we have discussed about hemophilia, second sickle cell anemia, color blindness and sickle cell anemia. Three we have already discussed. The fourth one, the phenylketonuria, and the fifth one we are going to discuss about the thalassemia, right? Thalassemia is actually also a disease, Mendelian disorder. It's actually due to the single gene mutation. It's also effective in that blood itself, right? So here this is also the first one we have learned, that hemophilia, color blindness, right? These all are actually, you can see that even X-linked diseases, right? So here these all things, that phenylketonuria, thalassemia and all, these are actually the autosomal recessive, autosomal recessive hai. It's not autosomal dominant, this is autosomal recessive diseases, right? Again thalassemia, autosomal recessive hai, it's actually related to the blood itself, right? तो इसमें क्या होती है, you can see that and it's actually by that due to the mutation or even deletion of that single gene, right? इसमें क्या होती है, you can see that actually हमारी hemoglobin, right? So it's actually made up of, you can, if you're taking the hemoglobin, there is 2 alpha chain and 2 beta chain, right? इसकी प्रोडक्शन में that means कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है because of the presence of the mutator, right, gene. That disease is called thalassemia, right? So here what is actually happening, it is transmitted from unaffected carrier. That means unaffected means जिसमें एक जीन कैरियर है present affected है, दूसरी नहीं है, क्योंकि हमने बता दिया it is recessive. Both alleles are there, then only it will express. If one is actually there, then that individual become a carrier. It can be male or female. So दोनों parents carrier आ रही है, तो next generation में 100% one individual will be thalassemic, right? So here you can see that it results in reduced synthesis of one of the alpha or beta globulin chain, right? तो ऐसे कोई भी affected gene है और उसमें से म्यूटेशन हो गया, डिलीशन हो गया है वो जीन में, it can result in that now what to say reduced synthesis of alpha or even beta globulin chain of that hemoglobin. Hemoglobin have 2 alpha chain and 2 beta chain, right? So here हमने learn किया था right what will say sickle cell anemia and all. You can see that that's actually a qualitative, you can say that, but here quantity जितना ज़्यादा affect होती है that we will discuss, then you will understand. हीमोग्लोबिन, अल्फा हीमोग्लोबिन 2 की जगह 1 ही है, राइट? तो बीटा हीमोग्लोबिन कितना है, दैट्स अकॉर्डिंग टू द क्वांटिटेटिव, वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस दैट. तो दिस इज एक्चुअली सिंपली यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड इफ द रिड्यूस्ड सिंथेसिस ऑफ एनी ऑफ दीज अल्फा और बीटा ग्लोबुलिन चेन इज देयर, right, then that will forms that abnormal hemoglobin, right? So here the production of hemoglobin will be abnormal and it can even cause the anemia. That means oxygen carrying capacity will be reduced and it can lead to the anemia, right? So here you can say, I already told you thalassemia is a quantitative problem, right? It's not actually the qualitative. Here the synthesis of globulin, that means either the number of alpha globulin chain में कम होगा और beta globulin कम होगा, right? So or you can see that एक कम होगा तो other will be ज़्यादा, right? So here the synthesis of few globulin molecule, right? But in the case of sickle cell anemia, I already told you it is actually qualitative है, इधर इनकरेक्टली फंक्शनिंग ग्लोबुलिन हो जाती है, दैट मीन्स प्रॉपर फंक्शनिंग नहीं है, तो इट्स एक्चुअली क्वालिटेटिव, उसका फंक्शन में प्रॉब्लम है, प्रॉपर फंक्शनिंग नहीं है. इधर फंक्शनिंग में प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, इधर नंबर में प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, द चेन नंबर, राइट? अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट विच एक्चुअली अफेक्टेड, कौन सी चेन अफेक्टेड है, अल्फा है और बीटा है. तो अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट द थैलेसीमिया वी हैव डिवाइडेड इनटू 2 पार्ट्स, द अल्फा थैलेसीमिया एंड बीटा थैलेसीमिया. We will go and discuss that. Here what is actually happening, the production of alpha globulin chain is actually affected. That means here you can see that this is the entire hemoglobin structure, right? So here you can see that one alpha chain, right, another alpha chain, you can see that one beta chain and another beta chain, you can see that, and in between you can see that there will be 4 ion groups, which is the heme group, right? So that's why hemoglobin, globin is the protein part, heme is the iron part, right? So hemoglobin, this is the structure which is inside the RBC, right? And you can see that this is the gene, right, which is actually in the chromosome number 16. These actually hemoglobin A1, that is actually, and hemoglobin A2, right? Iska production, these are the genes actually related to that, hemoglobin A1 and hemoglobin A1 and hemoglobin A2 and hemoglobin A2, right? That's actually the homozygous chromosomes, right? Or you can see that. So this is actually the chromosome number 16 which is actually controlling all these things. इसमें कुछ mutation हो गया और कुछ deletion, right, तो हो गया, then it can lead to the thalassemia disease, right? तो कौन सी gene affected है, कौन सी chain affected है, उसके हिसाब से it can be divided into alpha thalassemia and beta thalassemia, right? So mutation or deletion of one or more 4 gene that na genes cause the disease. Either इसमें से कोई सा भी एक में प्रॉब्लम आएगा तो इट विल बी माइनर, राइट? दो अलील में प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, थोड़ा सा और सीरियस हो गया, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग इट्स अ क्वांटिटेटिव. 3 आ रही है तो ऑब्वियसली देयर विल बी अ हाई रिस्क कंडीशन. 4 जीन्स भी म्यूटेटेड है तो इट कैन लीड टू सम वेरी वेरी सीवियर कंडीशन, राइट? सो हियर यू कैन सी दैट one or more of the 4 genes causes this disease, the mutation or deletion of one or more. One means it will be a very minor effect, right? So more genes are affected, then less alpha globulin molecule will be produced. So here you can see that one is actually related to the H1, HbA1 and HbA2, right? तो जितना जीन्स अफेक्टेड है उतना कम अल्फा ग्लोबुलिन प्रोड्यूस होगा. सो दैट टाइम यू कैन सी दैट देयर विल बी मोर बीटा ग्लोबुलिन. अल्फा ग्लोबुलिन कम होगा, ऑटोमेटिकली बीटा ग्लोबुलिन प्रोडक्शन यू कैन सी दैट हाई, राइट? नाउ बीटा थैलेसीमिया क्या है? Beta thalassemia, it's actually the beta chain production is actually controlled by HBB, and that's a HBB, right? Alpha, HbA1 and HbA2. बीटा चेन की प्रोडक्शन कंट्रोल्ड बाय क्रोमोसोम नंबर 11 जिसमें 2 जीन्स है. यू कैन सी दैट दैट्स एक्चुअली होमोसाइगस जीन्स, राइट? HBB and HBB, these are there, right? This is actually here what is actually happening, the production of बीटा ग्लोबुलिन चेन अफेक्ट होती है, राइट? तो इधर एक सिंगल जीन कंट्रोल करती है, दैट्स एक्चुअली HBB which is present in the chromosome 11, right? So here the mutation of one or both the genes cause the disease, right? So in the case of beta thalassemia, you can see that द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ बीटा ग्लोबुलिन चेन अफेक्ट होती है, राइट. तो हियर बीटा ग्लोबुलिन चेन की प्रोडक्शन कंट्रोल्ड बाय ए सिंगल जीन विच इज़ द HBB, राइट. दैट्स एक्चुअली द क्रोमोसोम नंबर 11, राइट. इधर एक जीन की म्यूटेशन, दैट मीन्स हियर यू कैन सी दैट एज आई टोल्ड इन अल्फा, राइट. हियर ऑल्सो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड आइदर एक में म्यूटेशन होगा तो उसका इफेक्ट थोड़ा सा कम है. If दोनों mutated है then effect will be more. So the mutation of one or both the genes can cause the beta thalassemia, right. I hope the alpha thalassemia and beta thalassemia is clear for you. This is also a blood related disease है जिसमें quantitative, that means it's not qualitative, उसका malformation नहीं है functioning में, इसमें नंबर कम होती है तो चेन की प्रोडक्शन ही कम हो जाएगा, राइट. तो अल्फा चेन की जीन म्यूटेटेड हो गया तो अल्फा ग्लोबुलिन चेन कम हो जाएगा प्रोडक्शन. बीटा ग्लोबुलिन चेन में प्रोडक्शन दैट म्यूटेशन हो गया तो बीटा ग्लोबुलिन चेन की प्रोडक्शन कम हो जाएगा. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दिस दैट विल बी देयर विल बी यू कैन सी दैट प्रॉब्लम्स इन दैट व्हाट से हीमोग्लोबिन की फंक्शनिंग में प्रॉब्लम आ जाएगा एंड इट कैन लीड टू द एनीमिया. सो this type of disease is called alpha thalassemia and beta thalassemia. Generally we can say that the thalassemia which is a quantitative disease, not the qualitative one, right. So here we have discussed the thalassemia, right. Next I told you about phenylketonuria. These all about the Mendelian disorders, right. So we have finished that Mendelian disorders here very clearly. I hope you understand that clearly. Thank you. Hope you all understood this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.